Alright guys, today we have the best $50 yellow inventory you can build in CSGO right now with the prices accurate as of the 21st of April. If you enjoy these sort of videos, we'll be doing a lot more often. Please hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below which skin was your favourite from the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here as well. And we're going to dive right into the video now. The first weapon, we're going to start with the USP. It's going to be the Torque in minimal wear and it's going to be $8.66. And as usual, we'll have the full wear and the price at the top of the screen for every single gun. But this is a nice USP to kick things off. It's clean, black and white with yellow accents. And we might have the similar issue we had in the orange video where Steam Marketplace, whatever, is completely broken at the minute. So, although I've selected a battle scarred buzzkill to look out for M4A4, it might still be shown in factory new. You'll notice this when we look at some field tested skins. I can't do much about it, but I will verbally tell you and visually on the screen. It states the wear, so please don't think I'm trying to mislead. Steam is just crapping itself, and I have no other way to get around it. But the buzzkill, M4A4, battle scarred, just over $10. Nice pickup for a yellow inventory. We did have it in the orange as well, because depending on the wear you get, it kind of falls into that weird orangey yellow argument category. Like, depending on how the light hits it, it looks different. As with some of the other themes we've looked at, some of the weapons, you need a little bit of a cheap craft to make them work. And this is the case with this Glock Ironwork minimal wear. It's got 4 Vitality normal RMR stickers. So the total cost is 55 cents. I think the stickers are like 18 cents of that. So super cheap craft, but there's not really a yellow Glock you can pick up outside of a bullet coin, which is quite expensive. And we don't want to touch that yet, so we're going to go with cheap and cheerful crafts. It's got this black, silvery, greyish gun overall, and then with stickers that stand out on it. And I think this counts and looks pretty nice. And then for the AK, it's also going to be a craft. It's going to be just over $6, and you're going to pick up a field-tested slate, and you're going to smack 4 of the Gonson RMR holes onto it. The exact stickers I have in my Ice Cold. And this, essentially, you could use, like, Vitality RMRs as well, if you prefer, like, maybe your French or you support Vitality. That's an option for you. Very similar pricing. But for me, I'm going with the gold tints because we've got the yellow with a bit of gold. I think it looks super clean as well, and then you can work towards just run this for the longest time and then upgrade to an expensive yellow AK. It's kind of the plan. And then with the Desert Eagle, same one that was in the orange inventory yesterday, is going to be the light rail field test for just over $1. Desert Eagles in yellow are few and far between, especially on the budget level. So we're kind of running with the fact that the end of this gun is yellow, and it's going to count. Over on the upside of things, we're going to spend $2.37 for a minimal wear Phobos. I think I butchered the pronunciation of this up completely. But again, this is one of those skins where you're picking it up because it's got a lot of yellow accents on it. And that's what we're counting in as the yellow skin. Because again, very limited yellow options when it comes to the op. I mean, maybe that's something we'll see with CS2. Maybe we'll get a bit more regular skin drops and like new case drops to sort of help people build out these inventories. But at the end of the day, Valve just want to make money. But this is the up we're going to go with this, and then we're also going to go spend $1.64 to pick up a field tested Q250 wing shot as our pistol option. Obviously, there are whites and blues, a bit of black through this, but the main elements I get from this is that white and yellow, so I think it fits into the theme really nicely. Then over on the Thamus, it's going to be cheap and cheerful with the neural net. It's minimal wear. It's $1.50. This is one of those Thamus skins that, like, even in minimal wear, the wear looks not very nice at all. This is the nicest way I can say it. These family skins scrape so horribly. Again, like some other collections, you're picking this one up so you have it to fit the theme while you're using it, but the goal would be it's probably on the higher end of the list of what you want to upgrade sooner rather than later. Now, unfortunately, I can't show this one in-game because for whatever wild reason, Bro Skins and WS don't have MP5s. I don't get it. I know they're not used that often, but still, it'd be nice to inspect it. But we're going to go for a field tested agent, just under $1, I believe, off the top of my head. We go for a field tested version. Again, much like yesterday, we found a lot of these skins that are like yellowy oranges work very nicely with blue accents, and you can see this here. So if you are an MP5 user and you want an option, here you go. And then over on the 5.7 side of things, we're going to pick up a lovely, lovely Monkey Business field tester for $3.33. This is one of my favorite skins in CSGO. I opted for a boost protocol instead myself when I was buying 5.7s. For me, it seems so iconic. Like, you've got banana on Inferno, you've got the banana on this gun, it's Monkey Business. It's so fitting for the game. For the Tech 9, it's going to be a well-worn fuel injector, which costs just under $3 at the minute. Again, much like the Buzzkill, this is one that just depending on the condition you go for, it changes from that yellowy to the orange. But you go onto these sites like CSGO skins and you put in the orange or the yellow theme, and this like pops up in both of them. So, you know, whenever it comes into this kind of stage for the skins, there's a little bit of flexibility on it. But yeah, your Tech 9 fuel injector is going to be your option. And then over on your MP7 side of things, it's going to be a Vault Heist minimum wear for $1.74. There are some nice MP7s in yellow, I believe, once you go up the price range a little bit. But on the cheaper end, again, we're relying on the yellow accents. But it's still, I think as long as you're running with like, you're running with the blacks and greys as the base color with yellow accents, then it fits the theme really well. Even whites within like the yellow accents, it works super well. It's as soon as you're getting like a variation of multiple colors, then that's when it can get a little bit messy. Actually, we just mentioned multiple colors, but this one has a core yellow, so I think that's why I'm counting it. Mac10 Stalker in Battle Scarred, just over $10. Obviously, it's nowhere near as bright as what it would normally look, and that's because it's Battle Scarred. If you go factory new and pay a bomb, it's going to look bright yellow. But the core of this gun is yellow. The little thing dangling off the end of the barrel is yellow as well. The base of the gun's yellow. It's just that blue dead animal on it. That gives you those sort of blues and pink tones. But for me, I love this Mac10. I think it's a great pickup for that sort of yellow inventory. And yes, $10 on a Mac10 might seem a little bit weird, but you're probably going to run with this one for quite a while as you build out the inventory, so it's worth it. For the first time in a while, we're showing in the Gev. It's the Power Loader Field Tester for $1.26. This is mostly a brightness skin as well. You can see some little bits of wear, but overall, it's the brightness that changes. The yellows or the blacks, actually, I didn't know the skin existed. Again, there you go. We're learning about skins that we didn't know existed in the game, and I kind of like this. It has a nice pop to it with those little blue tones as well. And like we've been saying, the blues and yellows and golds go together, and that's why we're going to get a MAG7 Justice field test it for just under $3. It is more goldy than yellow, but you know we're talking CSGO skins. There's limited options sometimes for building these inventories out, and this still matches the theme. And again, those blues and whites in with the yellowy gold looks stunning. This along with, I think it's the Monster Call, are my two favourite Mac7s. And then finally, to round it all off, we've got a ZZ Syndicate, which is also well worn for just over $2. This is one kind of like the Coalition M4 actually. Nice little pattern on it, lots of blacks and yellows and sort of hitting that gold theme. And it's just a clean setup, and that's going to be the full yellow inventory for CSGO in April of 2023. In total, there's 16 skins here, and it costs $50.56. So, unlike the last two videos, we're much closer to that $50 mark, rather than being a couple dollars over. And I think this is a pretty clean setup overall for $50 for the yellow. And I honestly did not expect to get this many. When I did the planning for the orange yesterday, I glanced at some yellow and thought we might not have enough options, but thankfully we did. This is a cracking version, and I look forward to seeing what we do with the $100 inventory. Let me know in the comments down below which skin out of the 16 was your favourite. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot for the M4, but you can maybe prove me wrong on that one. And also let me know what you think about having sticker crafts in these sort of videos, because sometimes it's just needed to make it work. But hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We've got daily content coming out, we've got TikToks as well, which you can find down below, and we've even got a Discord you can join and join the community, which should be very much welcome to. But that's going to be for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one, and goodbye.